pastors.
Oh, the black female super pastors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looks like David E. Taylor's cousin.
Oh my God.
Yes.
She looks like the lead in every Shonda Rhimes TV drama.
She looks like she looks like Tiffany Radish, or knockoff of Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany Radish.
Yeah.
Thousands of dollars to an administrative assistant who was actually her makeup artist.
Thousands of dollars for a makeup artist. She spent, her assistant was her makeup artist. She would have somebody open the door. Look, by the way, she's not like even like, she's the mayor, not of the Chicago, of another city that's definitely not as big. And you could tell because the township meeting is those plastic tables you get at Lowe's, you know?
Ooh,
and
classy.
she has somebody opening the door of a fucking SUV for her.
She denied those claims.
Wow.
The mayor of
the queen.
The mayor of Davenport drives a 2009 Prius. Just so you understand.
You guys want to guess the population size?
Give me the populations. Give me the
No, you guys want to guess?
Yeah, because it must be a lot because she has a makeup artist.
I'm gonna go.
billboards.
I'm going with 6,000.
I'm gonna go a little more than that. I'm gonna go 10,000.
21,000.
Okay, you know that's higher than I thought.
Yeah, it's higher
This
than I
is
thought.
a
It's still
town
a very
of
small town.
21,000 people.
So that's not having SUV worthy.
So she
No.
spent $5 per citizen for a party for 70 people.
Hey, Virgie, what's the population of Chicago? Just to compare. Just to compare, what's the population of Chicago?
Be
I got you, hold
victorious when all the dust clear. You
Huh.
see,
2,746,388.
So this is a small town mayor pretending like she's the mayor of Chicago.
be victorious when all the dust clear. You see, mark my words.
Dalton
My word. Who voted for this dumb bitch?
trustees eventually voting to override that veto, so the
They voted. So they overwrote the veto, which they could do.
Lightfoot investigation could begin.
I hope someone hears us. I hope someone comes and saves us soon, because the village of Dalton in Thornton Township is really in a crisis right now.
According to NBC Chicago, Henyard is also at the center of a wide-ranging federal investigation and a number of lawsuits. NBC News reached out.
Yeah, she needs a golden microphone, Mersh. They costed a lecture, but they're worth it. They're
She
worth
got
it.
that from the estate sale of Rush Limbaugh.
Tonight in Dalton, trustees met to hash out their financial future.
Mayor Tiffany Henyard was a no-show, but the business went on.
Yeah, she no-showed.
Without her. Elizabeth Matthews was there. She's live.
Yeah, she no-showed. She doesn't go. She just doesn't go. She just doesn't go.
No, I don't think so.
Tonight to tell us what happened.
I would love that. I would love to be able to do that. Like have like feds be like, "You're gonna meet with us Tuesday."
Oh.
No, I think I'm going to get my nails done.
Don't worry. If it gets bad enough, the feds are going to meet you at your house. Don't even worry about it.
Nah.
Business went on without
Then
her.
I just won't go to the door, dude.
Okay.
This went on without her. Elizabeth Matthews was there. She's live tonight to tell us
What are they
happened.
gonna do? Kick in my door?
Yeah. What are they going to do? Throw in a bunch of tear gas and light my house on fire with my kids inside?
No, probably not, because she wasn't praying outside of an abortion clinic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What are they gonna do? Shoot Virgie's wife? She's holding her baby.
Yeah. Give me one example of when they've ever done that.
Yeah. And what are they going to do? Mislabel evidence that would fucking implicate them in a crime, such as firing first and the bullet holes in the fucking door?
This went on without her. Elizabeth
I
Matthews
don't see it
was
happening.
there.
I can't imagine that the government. That would mean the government is inherently corrupt, and I can't believe that. I can't live in a country that is inherently corrupt. I just can't. It's too much for me.
I'd have nightmares if I believed I lived in that world.
Yeah, I don't know what I would do.
Was there.
They're eating dogs, folks.
They are eating the dogs.
He's live tonight.
That's the only one thing I don't like about Trump is that he doesn't actually like animals.
Yeah, I know.
I thought it was a bad look that he was the first president to not have a dog.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, just get a dog. It's not like you have to deal with the dog. You're the president. You could just get a series of different Secret Service agents for him to bite.
Yeah, that's what the other one did.
Hughes was there. She's live.
By the way, did you see that Biden is absolutely trolling Kamala? Besides putting the hat on, did you see when he left on Air Force One? The song he left to that he was playing, and it was real, was the YMCA. You know how Trump plays YMCA at all his rallies?
Yeah.
I think he's, at this point, purposely trolling Kamala. I really believe that.
I think he's probably like not coming up with the ideas. 'Cause
Jill,
he's so old
it's
and
Jill. No,
retarded?
it's Jill.
Like,
Yeah,
the
because
family
he's
is
a
definitely
catty
being
bitch
like,
move.
yeah, the family is definitely being petty.
Jill is very, very pissed. I know she is. She's disappeared. Have you seen her at all?
No.
Tonight to tell us what happened.
Yeah,
I used to be skinny, but I'm getting fat, and you could tell by my arms.
They discussed the budget, which may include another round of layoffs. They also discussed having
Yo,
to
this
find
is
a
a
new
weird looking bitch, though.
She has. It's funny because like she's kind of skinny, but she also has bingo flappers.
What
It is weird because she's pretty.
Her
but
face
she's
is
not.
pretty. No, her face is pretty, but her lower half looks like an old lady.
bank after theirs decided to put them on a 60-day notice.
No news
You know
anchor
what it
is no news anchor is safe here on ROTC.
No, we go after
I think
all
it-
of you.
I think it's that she's pretty, but she makes weird faces when she talks.
She looks constipated.
Yeah, she makes weird fucking. I don't know,
Meeting
man.
kicked
Makes
off
me
with cheers.
Remember, these are the people going after her, so she can't even claim they're racist.
Crowd is used to the same 4 trustees at most
Oh, look at the town. Look at that town.
meetings, but Thursday night, a 5th
Look at that town.
trustee showed
Yeah,
up.
she got
One
elected because the town is like literally it's 21,000 people and 19,000 of them are black.
that has not been present except for meetings with
So only like 2,000 people vote then.
Tiffany Henyard, trustee Stanley Brown.
I'm using statistics.
And they're all terrified of getting their ass whooped on
Yeah,
a
they are.
daily
Yeah.
basis. Bro, go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. There was a fire alarm.
I heard
Right
it.
when he starts
I heard
talking.
it. I heard it. Unless it was someone's feet, but let's hear.
Trustee Stanley Brown.
That might have. That honestly, let's hear that again.
That wasn't shoes.
That wasn't shoes. That's not shoes. That's not shoes. Hold on. Let's hear it again. Let's hear it again. Let's hear it again.
Henyard, trustee Stanley Brown.
No,
Nope,
that's
that's
not
a
shoes.
chirp.
That's
That's a
not
chirp.
shoes. That's a chirp. That's a chirp for sure.
Oh my god!
That entire town sounds like that.
Shoes have kind of a reverb, even if a slight one.
Yeah.
Shoes have a reverb.
That was a beep.
Chirp stops abruptly.
That was a beep for sure.
That was a
This town doesn't have crickets, but it sounds like it at night when it's quiet.
Well, no. Excuse me. This town has plenty of moon crickets. You know, if you listen closely at nighttime, you could hear the Dalton moon crickets and their sweet music they make.
This previously rescheduled
Wakanda town is this?
Dalton Board of Trustees meeting comes a little over a week after Mayor
All the dogs in that town are always barking.
Tiffany Henyard tried to hold her own meeting.
for now, until they get the Haitians and they start eating them.
Wait a second. During the township meeting, she held her own rival meeting? Is that what I just heard?
Trustees
yeah, and it
meeting
was
comes
$50,000 and fucking there was a keynote speech.
And it was and it was catered by Ruth Chris.
Wendy Williams was there. It was lovely.
a little over a week after Mayor Tiffany Henyard tried to hold her own meeting.
How did it go?
She had no quorum, but did announce a new village attorney,
A new village idiot.
a new administrator. Trustee Jason House had this to say.
This town is so low rent. Just to tell you how small it is and not like Chicago, the way she was living her life. They don't even have the microphones like plugged into a central PA system for like news, like for the news to pick up. Like look at Chicago Town Council meeting. It sounds fine because it's mic'd into like a central thing the news could pick up. This is just like you're just hearing an echo from two Behringer speakers on the side.
Not only is it low rent,
but why do you expect them to have a good setup when we've literally now we're watching like news segments and actual shows where they don't even bother miking themselves?
Well, to be fair, sure, microphones are expensive.
No, but I'm talking about the fucking
town
news
has
anchors
no fucking
and some of these
money.
podcasts where they clearly have a Shure microphone right in
Yes,
front of them,
you're
and
right.
you're still like, I can't hear you. You're using the internal mic.
I watched Carlos Navarro do his show, and he bought a fancy new Shure microphone. And the entire 2 hours that he did his hour and a half that he did his stream, it was coming through the laptop mic.
This is literally what it sounds like. Ready? Hang on. This is like just throw to me, Royce.
Okay, all right. Hey, Mersh, so what do you think?
Thank you for having me. When we were at the GOP debates, some of the things these candidates were saying.
I don't like that. Oh, I know you're kidding, but it's making me
the microphone right next to your mouth.
It's making me uncomfortable that you did that.
And it's like you're the news.
I didn't like
you have
that.
millions of dollars of equipment in this building.
Forget that. That's even what the voiceovers sound like. When you do the voiceovers, it's like that was pre-recorded, and you were like, "Fuck it, I'm not going to record it again."
Oh, and it's even funnier because they'll use a good mic and then throw to the voiceover. So they'll be like, "And now for more on what's going on in Springfield, we go to Jeremy Johnson." The tension today in Springfield, Ohio is a critical mass. And you're just like, dude, why? Why are you doing this to me?
And now live at Pulse nightclub, Mersh. God damn.
There's a lot of gay dudes here. A lot of sucking, fucking. Back to you.
And then there's always a cop car that goes behind him when they're doing it.
There's lots of sucking and fucking, and that's just Gavin McGinnis and Milo Yiannopoulos. Back to you, Royce.
I guess we are bringing the band back together.
Remember when they made out in front of Pulse nightclub?
Yeah,
to show how cool they were.
It was hot.
Was it?
What? What are you saying? No one can hear you.
Public comment, mostly surrounding the mayor.
It'll be a funny bit. You record a pre-recorded video on how to make audio quality sound good on podcasts, but you record the whole thing through that crunchy microphone you did.
Yes.
With a Shure mic in front of you, and
that would be a very funny
that would be
fucking video.
So fucking great.
Remember when we had that more like radio video that Dutch made?
Oh my god! And he called everybody stupid.
He literally started it with "Okay, stupid." So I'm here to show you how to do your stupid.
But here's
marriage.
the thing: when he set it up, he didn't make it private. He made it a public video because he had his kid. Nobody
That's
cared.
right. And then over the years, people started
finding
the
video, and they go, "I don't know why you." The comments were like, "Why do you got to call us stupid?" I don't know why you're supposed to be helping us.
I remember that.
But the video was just for us because he was fucking with us, and we're like,
people just going, it's a helpful video, but I don't know why you have to start it by calling us stupid.
I know.
Don't know stuff.
Bro, it had like 200,000 views at one point. It was fucking crazy.
It was only meant for our people to see, but it just ended up getting sucked into the algorithm of people going, Behringer audio setup.
Yeah.
The first video is Dutch going, all right, stupid. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to plug it. Dutch pops up in my chat sometimes now.
Yeah, no. Dutch said he was going to be on Daywave the other day. Then I sent him the link and he didn't show up. So, he hasn't changed.
Yeah, he'll just pop in sometimes and I'm like, is that really Dutch? And then because it's Joel Dutch and I'm like, there's no way a troll knows that name. You know what I mean? So like, is that really Dutch? And he just will pop up in the chat sometimes. I'm like, Dutch, hey. I miss Dutch.
Yeah, well, me too.
I never got along on the air, and every time we hung out in real life, we got along famously.
Oh yeah, but
it was weird.
You guys not getting along on the air was hilarious. Like that, it was also funny.
But people also thought it was like a bit we'd play up. And it'd be like, no, we would genuinely lay the fuck into each other on the air.
Well, Dutch.
And then the minute we'd hang out in real life and we'd crack open a bottle and drink and just hang out, we were like best pals. We were inseparable.
Well, Dutch is one of those when he drinks too much, he gets mean.
Yeah, he does get very mean.
Mersh gets jokey. Mersh gets funnier. Or funny. He's not funny normally. But Dutch.
Yeah, I loosen up when I drink.
But Dutch gets mean.
Yeah, it's not. It's not like your tip because I break balls when I drink. But I know how to break balls with people. I'm never just like, yeah, you fucking idiot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's the kind of guy that would just say that like to a stranger. Like, what are you, a fucking idiot? You're like, what are you doing?
Hey, Mersh. Mike Shealy, Best Sex Hammer, 2005.
Yes.
Thank you, Lean and Mean. Mike Shealy.
Is that a video?
No. She just took our screenshot. Mike Shealy, Best Sex Hammer, 2005. I love it.
I need that, please. Yeah. And also, I'm going to need that. I need one of those up in Winter Haven. I need one in Auburndale. I need one in Lakeland.
Mm-hmm. Hear me out.
In Atlanta for good measure.
Four Corners, Champions Gate area. That one's going to be the pricey one.
Now, listen to me. Here's the thing. You can't look. Lakeland's too big of a city to be mayor. But if you move to Bartow, you just have to move to Bartow for 1 year, and then you could easily become the mayor of Bartow. No problem.
Hey, Pessy, can you do me a favor?
Yeah, what?
Next time you do a sticker run, can we get that as a sticker, but with the QR code for Nightwave?
Okay.
I was sticking Pessy stickers on things, by the way, on the whole road trip.
That's awesome.
Like every time I got gas,
dude.
you know those big poles in between the gas pumps?
Yeah.
I would just stick them up there. I got them in like Virginia and fucking North Carolina. I would love to have stickers that just says Mike Shealy, world's best sex haver 2024, and a QR code. How many people you think would probably they would have to scan? I would scan that out of curiosity. I'd be like, who is this guy?
Is he really the best sex haver?
That would be so funny. Best sex haver.
But sex haver, and underneath, right, gender not an issue. That way everybody knows. So one more.
I saw a really crusty old fucking InfoWars sticker that I stuck my sticker next to, and I was like, man, there's still hope out there. People are still dropping them InfoWars stickers.
Best sex ever. The darker the berry, the front of the line.
And then just me holding like a glass of cognac.
One more thing with this Dalton mayor. This isn't the best one.
Dalton Castle?
No, that's the name of the town, Chicago.
Shake up in Dalton, this time concerning the South Suburbs Superintendent and Board of Education.
The deputy superintendent put on unpaid leave is now suing in federal court.
She was put on unpaid leave for questioning the use of $13 million by the mayor.
Because she says she tried to raise concerns about millions of dollars in federal funds that she thinks were misused, and she was punished for it. Our Sabrina Franza spoke with her. Sabrina?
When this deputy superintendent says she started asking about $13 million in federal, elementary, and secondary school emergency relief funds, wondering who spent it, she says she was put on paid and then
So
unpaid.
someone spent the money that was allocated for their school district, and when she was asked who spent it, she was put on leave.
Paid
Well,
leave.
it's none of
She
her
wanted to
fucking business.
sue before she says she'll be terminated.
I hope that everyone within the sound of my voice recognizes that I am who I say I am.
Dr. Sonia Whitaker, an educator,
Eminem.
deputy superintendent at Dalton West School District, and the National Education Policy Director.
Oh my God, their B-roll footage is from a COVID class.
Oh no, God! Remember that?
Yep.
Remember when we thought that just putting people that far apart was going to solve the virus?
Rainbow Push Coalition, baby, is involved.
Arm of the Rainbow Push Coalition.
What I think about is who is going to advocate.
Yeah, but this is black on black discrimination we're dealing with now. It's funny to see this, by the way, when they can't blame white people for it, you know?
And fight on behalf of the
I mean, they're still going to try to blame white people for it. You have to understand that.
They'll find a way.
Because the easiest way to blame white people is like systemic racism.
children.
Like that guy that was like, I wish it was a white guy that killed my son and not an immigrant. That was one of the weirdest things I've ever seen.
Nuts, dude.
That's one of the darkest things I've ever seen. I mean, outside of the guy that killed the kid.
Who is willing to stand?
Yo, who's the asshole that parked on the yellow thing? Look at the guy in the front park on the. Look at this. Look at the guy that parked on the little yellow line. That's a handicap. You're not supposed to park there. There's so many open spots.
Oh, what a piece of shit!
You see it, right? What an asshole.
That's not a spot.
On the right.
You know what I
side.
know? I know that definitely that what school that isn't is Sandy Hook, because at Sandy Hook all the cars for some reason were facing the same way, which was weird.
That is true. You know how I know this school? Is,
Whenever Virgie just goes,
You know how I know this school isn't Sandy Hook? Because it exists.
Of the law.
No, Sandy Hook physically existed.
Now it
just was
does.
never a school.
Inside, it was a facade, like a false front, like Hollywood set. Like when you go to Universal,
Oh, is
and
that
you're
what
in
it
New
was?
York.
Like Spawn's Ranch?
Yes, exactly.
Of vulnerable children. Children
Did you mean to say vulnerable?
experiencing the impact of poverty.
She said she wanted to know where $13 million of federal money meant to be for elementary and secondary.
And by the way, you wouldn't have even got in trouble if you would have paid her off too. She would have taken it. The problem is you can be corrupt, but you have to be willing to pay off people. If you're unwilling, you're fucked, you know?
Preschool-aged children went.
The only response was,
Oh God! Speaking of fucking black megachurch pastors, look at this guy.
Letter to suspend her.
In a lawsuit filed in federal court, her counsel argues she asked for an audience with the board president, with members of the Board of Education, with the superintendent, but never got one.
I did what all my training told me to do. I followed the process. And to have to stand before you today is very much a distraction.
They claim her suspension was abrupt, defamatory, and an abuse of power.
She was not only not allowed in the building, she was not given any sort of response as to why.
Oh, because she's getting in the way of our corruption.
Hey, I'm not trying to be conspiracy theory guy or nothing, right? I'm really not. I'm not even kidding you. I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theory guy because I think those people are fucking spurgs. But
do black people even exist?
No. It's well, no, they do. Okay, so here's the thing. This is the Rainbow Push Coalition, right? As you can see, that's where they're at. Okay, look at the photos behind them: Martin Luther King and all that stuff, and all that shit. You know, Jesse Jackson, all that shit.
Richard Pryor, I think.
Right. So if you go to one, if I would hope so. So when you go here though behind him, and I'm not even the Spurg or anything, but I have a question. Why does a Rainbow Push Coalition have a Star of David like there too? It's weird, right? Like that's a black thing though. It's not a black Israeli thing. It's weird, right?
I don't know.
Bro, you sound fucking crazy.
No, I'm not trying to be that guy. I'm really not. I don't think Judaism is a Jewish. I don't think Christianity is a Jewish trick. I'm not Adam
Royce
Green.
Anti-Semite Lopez always blaming the Jews for everything.
Given.
I'm suing.
Well, Fergie, if they would stop doing everything, I would.
I watched the gears spin on that one. It was pretty funny.
Somebody commented on Twitter. They were like, "Man, I'm so sick of seeing all these pictures of Haitians and eating cats and eating pets. Can we just take that off my timeline?" I go, "Yeah, by telling Haitians to behave. Like, I don't know. What do you want from me here?
Sort of response as to why.
Dr. Whitaker is asking for monetary relief and a trial by jury. She's also asking to be reinstated. We have called, emailed, tried to get in touch with the superintendent and every single member of the school board.
Superintendent in that town was absolutely paid off by her if he's stonewalling it. Yep. Guys, more censorship on the way. Don't you worry.
Thank God.
3 major social media companies say they are teaming up for the largest effort yet to limit the spread of self-harm and suicidal content on their platforms.
Which means you can't jokingly tell someone to kill themselves.